Hello, welcome back to the Toffee YouTube channel, your source for all things Everton. My name is Thomas, and this is the third episode of our Football Manager 2020 series. Previously, we've done Carlo Ancelotti, see how he'd do at Everton just before he was announced as manager. And now we're taking a look at Duncan Ferguson. Obviously, Duncan Ferguson was given the caretaker job for I think it was 4 games with 2 draws, a win and a loss. So a decent record against 4 pretty decent sides as well. So we put him in charge of Everton here, and straight we can see Everton are currently 8th in the Premier League on the 1st of January. 7 wins, 8 draws and 5 losses. We'll take a quick look at the schedule here just to find out which teams we lost against, which teams we won against. Started the league quite well with 3 wins in the first month. Disappointing, well, an average loss to Tottenham, really, maybe to be expected, and a Carabao Cup second round win against Oldham. Into September now, a loss in the Merseyside derby. Less said about the Merseyside derby, the better, I think. A win against Leicester and Ipswich in the Carabao Cup third round, and then a draw against Burnley. Then quite a disappointing month in October. A loss against Arsenal, 2 draws against Brighton and Sheffield United, then out of the Carabao Cup fourth round against Burnley, so quite disappointing there. Going on in November, a win against United, then back-to-back draws against Southampton, City and Newcastle. And then into December, quite mixed form. Started well with 2 wins against Palace and Wolves, then 2 losses against Watford and Chelsea, and then the form slightly started to pick up towards the end of the year with Bournemouth and Sheffield United 2 draws. Still quite disappointing results, but hopefully on the up. We'll take a quick look at the transfers. As you can see there, no new transfers have come in. Transfers out. Just a couple of loans there, really. Anthony Gordon to Southend, Lewis Gibson to Bristol Rovers. 2 players that many say are maybe on the fringes of playing. Anthony Gordon has made the bench, but Lewis Gibson is sadly yet to make the bench. We'll see if he stays at the end of the season when his contract runs out. We'll take a quick look at tactics. It seems to be operating with a 4-1-4-1, it says there. I'm not really sure how to describe that. With Pickford in goal as expected, Sidibe, Holgate and Keane as the defensive partnership with Dini at left back, who's just got a red card. Benny Beningame here, he has made 10 appearances in the league so far, so maybe he is the favoured CDM at the moment, with Sigurdsson and Gomez at 2 centre midfield, and then Iwobi on the right, Moise Keane on the left, who has made 10 appearances, scoring 1 goal, and then Calvert-Lewin up front. We're going to skip to the end of the season now, see if we make any signings in January, see if Duncan Ferguson's still in charge, and wherever we finish the season. Hello and welcome back. We've skipped to the end of the season. As you can see, Duncan Ferguson is still the Everton manager. Everton have finished 7th in the Premier League, which doesn't qualify for the Europa League this season. Sadly, we'll take a look at the quick schedule here. So we left off in January after the form started to pick up after a tricky patch there, 2 losses in a row. Started the year with 3 wins in a row, 1 against Arsenal on New Year's Day, 1 against Burnley, and then an FA Cup third round win against Rotherham. But then they were out of the FA Cup by the end of the month because Nottingham Forest won 3-0 at home, quite a disappointing result that. A draw against Brighton and a loss to Bournemouth were the other results in January. Draw against Tottenham and Chelsea in the same month as wins against Norwich and Watford, quite a good month there. Loss against Wolves, beaten Palace, and then 4 losses in a row. Before 2 wins, and then the Merseyside derby loss, draw with Divock Origi late goal, and another draw against Leicester. So we'll take a look, quick look at transfers, see if anyone came in. They did. Marcus Rojo came in on loan, Manchester United. That was a rumour in the summer to happen, and it happened in January on Football Manager. Danny Loader from Reading, I'm not really sure who that is. He's a winger, and he joined for 3.2 million. Then I presume, he went. So then he joined Everton. Sorry, don't know what I was saying there. And then Charles Traore came in from FC Nantes for 4.8 million, and he is a left back. So we'll just take a quick look at tactics, see if those players started in the team. Pickford in goal there, Coleman at right back, Rojo came in at centre back, Schneiderlin and Davies made up the midfield with Sigurdsson going out to the left. Where has Moise Keane gone? No, there he is. He finished the season with 21 appearances and 4 goals. So overall, a pretty average season, no Europa League, though Duncan Ferguson has finished 7th. Just a quick bit of information that I saw just as I was loading up the game before. David Moyes did return to Preston North End, so He went back to West Ham, obviously then he left again and then went to Preston North End. So we're going to skip to the end of next season now, see if Duncan Ferguson's still in charge and where Everton have finished. Hello and welcome back. We've skipped to the end of the second full season. As you can see on your screens right now, Ferguson has been sacked by Everton. It's thought to be been triggered by the club's poor league position, is what it says there. We're going to take a look now, see whereabouts Everton finished in the league. So that's 10th in the Premier League this season. It's not too bad. It's quite mediocre. Obviously, no chance of Europa League football there. So obviously, we could see there quite a surprising result. Bournemouth there qualifying for the Europa League, which is a bit odd. We'll start by looking at transfers. Transfers in this season, well, there's been quite a few. 45.5 million spent. Brooklyn Leon's Foster coming in on a free from Tottenham there, but it looks like he's gone straight back out to Grimsby, which and then to Cardiff. I'm not really sure what's happened there because we are on Everton here, yeah. Oh, wow, okay, so we'll start at the bottom. Godram Mustafi, former Everton man, under David Moyes. He was released there, you can see, made 0 appearance before he went to Sampdoria. He was signed for 15.2 million. Made some appearances there. Adam Hlozek, I'm having an absolute nightmare with these pronunciations here, signed from Sparta Prague for 12 million and a wide attacking midfielder there. Morgan Sanson and Jordan Marvey coming in from Olympique Marseille. Sanson kind of a midfield there. He's now actually transfer listed, so maybe not a successful move. And then Jordan Marvey coming in at left back, I think formerly of Aston Villa, yeah. Then Yusuf Sabali, I'd like to say for that one. Signed as a right back. He came in from Bordeaux. Tony Springett from Norwich. Right midfielder, sorry, I don't really know who he is here either. Thierry Nevers from Reading, another player, I'm not really sure, another winger. A couple of wingers being signed there, and Diego Roland came in from Deportivo La Coruña, I believe that is. In terms of transfers out, permanent ones, Lucas Digne went to Juventus there. I know that doesn't say Juventus, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, you can see there, Cristiano Ronaldo. Seamus Coleman left to Krasnodar, interesting one for 5.25 million. Don't think anyone really saw that one coming. Morgan Schneiderlin to PAOK there for 3.5 million. Mohamed Besic on a permanent move. Obviously, he's on loan at Sheffield United right now, but he left on a permanent move to Astana for 1.7. Matthew Pennington left on a permanent to Reading for 475,000, and then a bunch of other youth players there. In terms of the main youth players we looked at, Anthony Gordon and Lewis Gibson there, both leaving on loan. Theo Walcott went to Guimarães, I'd like to say that. Quite a few tricky pronunciations kind of stumbling me here. He went on loan there. Yannick Bolasie went to AZ Alkmaar. Bernard went on loan to Valencia. So quite a different team. We'll take a look at the tactics here which have been used. Pickford in goal with Callum Connolly at right back. I can't imagine that's really happened too many times. Yeah, you can see here he's joining Vancouver Whitecaps in about a month. So I'd imagine Seamus Coleman's been playing, but he's probably... Oh no, sorry, Seamus Coleman left. Not really sure who's been playing at right back there. Yerry Mina and Mustafi, kind of the favoured centre-back partnership. Matty Folds there playing at left back, but only 5 appearances as well. So I'm not really sure who was playing there either. Quite left without quite a lot of depth there. Yusuf Savali was a fullback when he came in, but I'm not sure where he is on here. Penny Benningham in there at the CDM. Andre Gomez in centre midfield and Sanson on the other centre midfield. Richarlison on the left, will be on the right, and Hlozek, like to say, at striker. Interesting there, Spally injured and Jordan Marvey was made available for the reserves there. So maybe the signings didn't go too well for Duncan Ferguson. Clearly, he's now been sacked at the end of the season, so maybe not too successful. Look at the other competitions. Oh, sorry, I thought they weren't. They didn't make it in the Europa League when we came back before, but apparently they did, probably after the FA Cup result, but knocked out in the first knockout round by Stade Rennais, quite disappointing. Knocked out in the 5th round by Newcastle United, and then in the FA Cup, and then Carabao Cup knocked out in the 4th round by Liverpool. We can see here Everton's group in the Europa League. So they actually won the group there with 14 points. Only 2 draws, both against Galatasaray, the rest of the group Dundalk and Salzburg. Then obviously when they got into the next round, they came up against Stade Rennais and then lost. So thank you very much for watching anyway. This pretty interesting one. I don't think we expected Big Dunc to last this long, 2 whole seasons, making it into the Europa League as well, but obviously disappointingly going out in the first knockout round. You can see there 1-1 draw was the 3-2 overall on aggregate. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out all our social medias in the description. Let us know who you want us to do a video on next. And well, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.